due to gang affiliation on Nip's behalf, the brothers have had their fair share of run-ins with the law, beating both state and federal cases. They've been targeted by the LAPD, attempting to destroy their empire, going through several raids and evictions on their premises, resulting in Sam being behind bars numerous times and being held in $1 million bond in 2018.
Hey, come on, man. Come on, you know I gotta talk some shit. $100,000 bond. Nigga, we on the motherfucking debt. $1 million bond. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, whoa.
Todd-Town family, what's the biz? Y'all already know what it is, man. Sending that positive energy to my Todd-Town family. Y'all know how I rock. If you haven't already, please hit that like, share, subscribe, and notification button so you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest content you don't want to miss. Tune in. Anywho, without further ado, welcome to Todd-Town.
Cool. We all know this man. 2-time Grammy Award winner.
I feel great. Incredible.
Platinum recording artist, business mogul, community activist, the late, great Nipsey Hussle. But how many of you can say you know this man? Behind every successful man is a support system, and for Nipsey, that person was his big brother and business partner, Samuel Ashkadam, also known as Blacc Sam. Now, flexing stacks of money has become an everyday thing in life for rappers these days. You'll see it in music videos, Instagram posts, and in images used to taunt other rappers, as well as popular memes culture. Here's a picture of teenage Blacc Sam with his friends circa 2003. But there are two key things wrong with this particular picture. Number one, the most obvious thing. The man holding the money in this image is not a rapper. And number two, which is slightly less obvious, the money in this picture is covered in plastic. Where did it come from? Bulky VHS videotapes quickly became a thing of the past as modern DVDs were released to the market for the first time in 1997. But it was in 2002 when DVD players began outselling video recorders and could be found in 90% of American homes. But there was only one problem.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Back then, the average price for a DVD was about $20. Now that's where the bootleggers come in. When an average bootleg DVD at the time was $5 and $20 for an official DVD, or even $40 to take your whole family to the movies, in South Central LA, where Sam was growing up, a lot of families living on welfare couldn't afford that. So naturally, it was a no-brainer to go for the cheaper option, even if it was illegal. It was here Sam saw a gap in the market, and in true American fashion, he capitalized on it. Around the same time DVDs were released on the market in 1997, a young Ermias was on his way from Alexander Hamilton High School in nearby Castle Heights neighborhood with a plan. Nipsey's family's computer broke. With a hunger to get his computer back, Nipsey began to collect computer magazines and figure out how he could build one from scratch by himself. He would gather scrap pieces and attend computer auctions where he purchased a power supply and case. He carefully positioned all the parts on his bedroom floor and got to work. Because he shared a room with his brother, Sam was furious at the mess he made, and they would argue for hours about who was going to clean it up. Originally, Blacc Sam bet Nippy couldn't build it, but in just over 2 weeks, he was proven wrong. He later went on to put in some software on the computer for him to be able to record music on it. This would be the same computer that Nipsey would go on to record his first songs, on which he would build a foundation for their life-changing organization. Sam was no stranger to hustling for a dollar. He got his first taste of earning money from washing cars and doing odd jobs. But he had aspirations to be a boss, not a worker.
He saved $1,000 when I was like 7. I thought that was incredible. You know, he was like 9 or 10 and had a stack. I thought he was rich because he had a G.
We all remember this commercial. This campaign was the beginning of every DVD by Hollywood in an attempt to put a stop to the $500 billion bootleg industry.
I can't get jiggy with this shit. Where's your damn manager? That pink motherfucker. The manager's not here. I'm running the store right now, sir. You look like that player hater who sold me this shit.
But when Pirate Bay launched in 2003, which is one of the main websites to watch bootleg movies, softwares, and games, places like Blockbuster saw significant losses of revenue, which occurred during the late 2000s, and the company filed for bankruptcy protection in 2010. Pirate Bay helped see the beginning of the end of physical copies of movies.
I'm Netflix, they Blockbusters. When the last time you rented a video, bro? When the last time you was on Netflix? This morning? A couple days ago?
This morning.
Me too.
And in the late 90s and early 2000s, Sam was busy getting to work building his empire. Seeing the original wave of what computers are capable of, In the late 1990s and early 2000s, Sam had earned himself a reputation as one of the biggest bootleg DVD distributors in the country, allegedly earning up to several $100,000 a year from it. Sam had a good eye for lucrative investments. As a teenager, he had already owned real estate in both LA and Atlanta, quietly building a portfolio that he thought would set him up for success in the years to come. However, his fortunes took a turn for the worse when a successful DVD business was targeted by the police, and his real estate holdings in Atlanta were seized as a result. Despite this setback, Sam refused to give up on his dreams, and he continued to work tirelessly to build his empire, demonstrating that resilience and perseverance are the keys to success in any industry. When Sam was just 18 years old, he took a shovel to his mom's backyard and he buried $250,000 that he earned from hustling DVDs, among other ventures. He carefully placed the saran wrap money in an airproof, fireproof case, placed it deep in the ground, and then covered it back up. Assuming the money was safe, he left it buried for over a year. But when he went back to retrieve it, he discovered that a large quantity of it was molded and rotten due to mildew. He quickly gathered his family around the dinner table with the aim to salvage the money by laying it out and attempting to blow dry it, carefully pulling the stuck together bills one from another. But unfortunately, over 100,000 of the 250,000 were unsalvageable.
I buried $250,000 and when we dug it up, but it was like more than 100 was like just stuck together. You can't peel it. It's just one lump of paper. Color faded, it got holes in it. We was
So
like
good
borderline
advice to
nervous
people, do
breakdown.
not-
Airtight, fireproof, safe, don't believe the hype.
To the average person, a loss like that would cripple them financially. But Sam, being a natural-born hustler, knew how to bounce back. Even as a young adult, he purchased his mother a Benz and his father a Range Rover, all the while wearing a plain white tee, attempting to go unsuspected by the police. But the majority of their life, due to gang affiliation on Nip's behalf, the brothers have had their fair share of runs with the law, being both state and federal cases. They've been targeted by the LAPD, attempting to destroy their empire, going through several raids and evictions on their premises, resulting in Sam being behind bars numerous times and being held in $1 million bond in 2018.
Hey, come on, man. Come on, you know I gotta talk some shit. $100,000 bond. Nigga, we on the motherfucking jet.
$1 million.
Oh, excuse me. $100,000 loss. $1 million bond. On the motherfucking jet. Nigga, what you talking about?
Based on their stories and the bars in Nip's music, you could tell these brothers took so many L's, but stayed resilient, dedicated, and humble. After Nip's untimely demise, it's evident to see the marathon is in good hands.
Yeah, Blacc Sam, man. Blacc Sam was the type of dude that, man, if you was out in the store, in front of the store, like hustling, just to give y'all one, if you was out in front of the store hustling or just selling CDs or candy or something like that, he'll literally walk right up to you and hand you like $25, $50, $100 without even purchasing or taking what you had to offer, and just to tell you to keep your hustle up, keep going. That was the type of dude he was, for real, respect. So like I say, man, I can really say a lot of personal things when it comes to both of them, and even Nipsey, man. Like I say, just hearing the qualities and everything, you know, I see within myself, I see within others around me as well. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, it's all about tapping in. The funny thing, the bootleg, see, I think we all been there, man. Like all of that, the bootleg, that was another hustle of mine too, man. Selling CDs, bootlegs. The biggest one for me was games, man. Video games. I mastered how to burn video games from PCs, PlayStation, whatever you needed, bro. I had it. So again, and it was all about tapping in with that hustle. That's why I say, you know, you got a lot of these young guys out here trying to get it the wrong way. And again, a lot of those hustles wasn't necessarily the right way, but it was a better way than doing it, you know, other ways. And so that's why I mean, it's ways to hustle, especially before a lot of things became illegal. You know, there's a lot of hustles out there that had, that were, you know, legal before they became illegal. So it's like I say all the time, man, find that hustle, find that grind, man. It's out there, and then catapult that, you know, use that as a stepping stone. But all that goofy out here robbing, stealing, killing, like I said, I was never into that because I was a natural born hustler. Just hearing the qualities, seeing the same stuff that I had, I'm like, okay, it makes sense to me. You know, you see where you are in life, you see your position, you like, I get it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, understand, man, it's ways to get it, better ways to get it. That was a great Great clip right there, man. Shout out to Blacc Sam. Shout out to Nipsey RP, as a matter of fact. Blacc Sam, both legends, man. I'm gonna say, hey, it's crazy, like, hearing the story about, like, the computers and stuff, because, man, that was a big problem I had. You know, I'm a tech whiz myself, man. I'm into technology very heavy, and that was one of the things I used to love to do when I was young. Same way, man. I used to break everything down just to rebuild it. And, you know, my pops had a big deal about that. He'll buy me things, and by the time he'd come back in the room, I'll have it all tore apart, and he would be mad. But the crazy part is I would put it all back together. He can tell you that. He can vouch for that. So it's kind of crazy hearing that. A lot of same qualities. You know, when I'm doing these, you know, biographies and stuff on a lot of these different people, man, you see a lot of the same qualities, man, and it's kind of crazy to see it, to witness it, man, because it's within all of us. You know what I mean? The hustle, the grind. You know, it's in all of us. You just got to tap in. Like I always say, tap in, man. Vibrate high, tap in. As long as you're around that negativity and you vibrating low, you'll never be able to tap in. And you know what? Nipsey spoke very heavily on that. If anybody followed him, same stuff I speak about, you know what I mean? Vibrating high, tapping in, you know, trying to find the higher conscience. And that's what's up, man. Shout out to Nipsey, man. RP to that man again. Shout out to Blacc Sam, still holding it down. Like they say, the marathon continues. I can really say a lot of great things about Nipsey and his brother, like personally, but I'm not gonna go into all that. But yeah, man, as always, man, I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. Another one, Todd-Town. I want to appreciate everybody rocking. I see all the support, man. I see it. If you haven't already, please hit that like, share, subscribe, and notification button so you can stay up to date with the latest and greatest content. And as always, I'm checking out. Peace.
Yeah, whoa.